group wants a Compton crib. All right, it was not matching. They you feel me? But like it's a years of politicking for them to finally work together. That's just the fact. Right? So that circuit don't really exist. You kind of have to just look at who's popular. Go look at it's the West Coast. Ty Dolla $ign is the West Coast. You know, Tyler is the West Coast. It's the West Coast. Larry Stone is the West Coast. Right? So, you know, you can't, okay. Look at me saying, who's popular in Atlanta? But don't mention Future, don't mention Son, don't mention Baby, don't mention 21. Alright? Alright. Don't mention King Carson Light. You feel me? Like on Toronto. And like, who's back? You feel me? But y'all put up in the comment section, what do you guys think about this? It's academics correct. It's the West Coast music dead. I'm gonna see you guys in this next video. If you enjoy that video, we're gonna break down how this really needs to think of music. This is on music. That's why I got you guys in this music video. How this is supposed to DJ Vlad interviewed this guy from a crime family, and he really hates Fat Joe, and he took a large percentage of his interview and used it to expose Fat Joe.
Well, you're the situation with Fat Joe. Yeah. You believe this? Yeah, you got a YouTube page that you got, man. You don't know.
Because people, for the most part, don't really understand how YouTube, like, nobody can really get the page taken down, to be honest, right? Unless it's like copyright strikes. Now, unless Fat Joe sent copyright strikes to him directly, and he knows, this is for Fat Joe, and I understand how he was like. But if he is the I made videos about Fat Joe, I got hit with community guidelines, so hence Fat Joe is the one who's trying to take it down. That's not always the case, that's not always true, and it's not that easy. Like, you can have a system where somebody can't just try to say, hey, get this. No, it's not that easy. In that case, these corporations will have a lot of our pages taken down in class, right? It will have to be direct copyright strikes for him to see it, but a lot of people get this mistake, I see a lot of people see others of getting their page taken down or getting them a strike, but in fact, no, like, the system is right.
They want to learn not like this. It's like this. Like, there's genres, right? Everybody has their own genre. You know, I feel like he goes after, people and stuff like that. And then he's sitting down with Jordan Molino, who, I don't know if I can't stand. And he wanted to look cool for Joey and just jumped out there and called Johnny like names and things like that. Excuse me. And I did some digging on him. And a lot of people come and call, a lot of people hit me up from the Bronx and like, yo, Fat Joe, a lot of people say you're a rat. I said, okay, well, send it to me.
This is not the first time I heard it, to be honest. I'm old enough to remember during the pandemic, the paperwork was starting to surface, but Fat Joe actually quickly hopped on live and spoke on it and debunked it, right? Like, Fat Joe said the paperwork was fake. It was fabricated. He don't even know the people, who the paperwork is about. Like, somebody, especially like used Whiteout and then wrote in his name, but this was too cool or whatever. So the allegations that this dude is attempting to bring up during the Black TV interview essentially have already been debunked by Fat Joe, because after Fat Joe, I guess, press conference for just the six allegations, I haven't really heard much of it before this interview.
Get to it. Okay. Joe Jackson has never been a rat in his life. Never told on a person in his life. I kill myself before I tell him. Let's be clear about that. Right? Now, with that being said, y'all decide whether you know it or not. I'm at another level in my life. I worked very, very hard to get to where I'm at. So I have friends, biggest in the world, biggest in the game, hitting me up. Oh, Joe, don't respond to these people, you're bigger than that. Yo, Joe, don't this and that. This is bring you down. This is the most fabricated force work I've ever seen in the history of mankind. This is like this guy. Now, those people on there are actually those people really went to jail for 20 years. You guys in your place was locked up with them. You never heard Fat Joe ever talk. They don't even know me. Those guys in that business, I never met them. They don't know me. So you put a little white out on a piece of paper and you write Joseph Crosby's name. And you guys break my heart if you fall for that. You guys are disgusting. Because I am the one guy who's successful and still walk these streets to show you that there's no difference.
Nobody has came forward since that particular interview to provide any type of additional proof to prove that paperwork was real. So when you're this dude called Gene and you bring this up during the Vlad TV interview, you can kind of even hear it in Vlad's tone, like, you're losing credibility, right? Because you bring it up as if it's real, and you bring it up as if Fat Joe got actual paperwork. Now, again, I can't speak for if Fat Joe got paperwork out there. All I can say is, after Fat Joe gave that explanation, nobody else has came forward with compelling evidence. Vlad's tone was, I don't believe this, right? And if you're bringing something up that has essentially been debunked or reacted to or talked about, and you don't bring anything new, it kind of hurts your credibility. So I feel like this dude Gene made an error by even beginning or starting off with the quote-unquote snitch accusation, because everything he said after that just kind of got discredited as hate.
I started getting paperwork sent to me and things like that, and I started posting on him. He's commenting on my Instagram, spotting, and I'm going back and forth with him. And I did something on YouTube on him, on my thing I was just, playing around on, and he reported me. He got me taken down. So he couldn't handle it, the stuff that I was putting out about him. They said that he cooperated in 1991 on the case, and there's always been very well on him. From what I was being told by a lot of guys from his area that are reaching out to me, you know what I mean? And they said how he left Big Pun's son, how he left the family in shelter, took all their money, just a bad person. He claims to be this great guy. And
Big Pun's wife has came forward and accused Fat Joe of being very similar. They claim that Fat Joe is taking all the money from the royalties or something like that. So regarding Big Pun, they never really gave him money. Fat Joe's part of that claiming he gave him a lot of money. They used it all up. There's no more money left. Right? And they essentially have used up all the money. So I don't know the truth regarding that. I don't know the person. I haven't been clear. But there's a deep dive into the Fat Joe and Big Pun royalty split. But for this guy, he's not lying about that because Big Pun's wife has to do it.
he's just not. He's a total fraud. He never tried to egg in his life. But, things about gangsters, rapping about things that we all think about. Him and Jason never gonna say that stuff. They're just rapping. So that's my whole thing. You're rapping about what other people did around you. Not what you did. You involve the whole gym. You use the state story. How Maryland laughed at me. Literally laughed at me. He said he robbed the whole gym and helped them carry the stuff. And I said, come on. Bro, come on. It ain't just certain things that come out of his mouth and so you just beat up his rocket. It's just ridiculous, bro. He's just trying to be down so hard. It just looks sad almost, It does.
Well, me and Fat Joe, we go back to this shit, I know there's always been rumors and so forth. I know the key to rate of this whole paperwork thing that you released on Fat Joe. And Fat Joe actually addressed it and said, yeah, I know some of these people that are mentioned, but this paperwork is fake. And then people live came back and said, yeah, I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know if it's fake. So I don't know if it's the fake paperwork or not, but I've never known Fat Joe to cooperate. Listen, he's been on my show a few times. These days, he doesn't do my show anymore. I don't think we're on the best friends based on some things he said, but that doesn't take away that I've never heard of him.
So look, I'll be honest with you. And there's real ones and there's fake ones. Now, I always keep it real. Keep it total real.
But you can't just bypass over that. Black brought the fact that, no, that paperwork was fake. The person who was kind of they came back and said they can't confirm it was real or not. And you completely bypass over that to get right back to hate. No, that's right. Why do you believe he's sick? What proof did you not be sick? What proof did you not that he's sick? Because Ricky is a bad guy for somebody. Especially somebody who's from the quote-unquote streets or the quote-unquote Ricky is a bad guy for somebody. Right? He's going to make that for blasting all of that and debunk it. And then you completely take over the one person to get right back to him. But that's wrong, bro. been hard on Fat Joe on his channel, right? The Fat Joe, like, you have to have, but this is not fair, man. Like, bro, you can't lie to somebody to this degree.
Alright, I'll be honest with you. You got a lot of rappers that, like, Axel, I was in Brooklyn when he was in the building. He was shaking the building. He was cutting people and shit. He's crazy. He's a real gangbanger. He raps about stuff he's really doing. You know what I mean? These guys, a lot of them are not what they say they are. You know, they're just rapping to sell records. And that's not my genre, but don't get me wrong. I know a lot of them. I was friendly with Pink Drugs and I used to go out with him. I had beef with Charlie Rock, so original wanted to be a bowler, shot for a lot. You know, I had my fair share of run-ins with rappers and things, but I know for a fact he's not what he says he is. The guy Pistol Pete around him is the one that, you know, fucks off, and, you know, that's why you think he's tough. And that's pretty much how I feel about it. He's making songs about rap and mafia stuff. He has nothing to do with organized crime. You know, if you want to track a big deal, everyone sold drugs in the book. Like, it's nothing impressive. Like, I'm not impressed. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of guys that, you know, sat on humans, hunted them, killed them, did a lot of different things than what he's rapping about or, you know, bragging about in the rap songs. And Jada Kiss, you know, another one never cracked in. You know, these guys never cracked eggs.
Whatever this dude talks about that, I think it'll be great. I'm not saying he's not credible. I'm not saying he lost to him. Listen to, I'm just saying, me personally, now, that's gonna be lying about some shit. Like, bro, don't do that, right? Like, Fat Joe is a professional capper. He lies a lot. But just the manner in which this dude has his heart on for Fat Joe, I'm not saying whatever he says is a great assault. I just want to say, I went back a few years, and apparently, this dude had beef with a family member or somebody with a similar last name as him because this person took a picture with Fat Joe. That's how obsessive this situation. He is beefing with a potential family member because the family member got a picture with Fat Joe.
I mean, he just videos about Jordan Williams and G-Girl dancing. There's been a new recent feud between them. Now, as well as Steve Jordan's guest that has been on his podcast. Jordan Molina had rapper Fat Joe, also known as Fat Joe the Gangster or Joey Crack, at the Skinny Joey's Cheesesteak in South Philadelphia on 3020 South Broad Street. Jordan Molina has interviewed Fat Joe along with his co-host Little Snuff on the podcast The Skinny with Jordan Molina and Little Snuff. This dates back 7 months ago on January 2nd, 2025. Fat Joe, who's been a notable rap star since the late 1990s and early 2000s from the group Terror Squad,